Of all the isekai that are out right now, I believe my sister said that this is her most favorite isekai that is out. And I can see why. Yes, the animation is lacking, and I keep saying that. But it makes up for it with interesting characters and tons of laughs. I will admit, this every time I watch this series, I'm always laughing. And despite everything else, Isekai Cheat Magician is terrible. Despite its great animation, the characters are very one-dimensional. For Arifureta is good, but the first episode was lacking. What else is there? That's a good isekai. That's Okasan Online. I haven't watched that yet, and I don't want to watch that. I have standards, okay? I have freaking standards. And there's another one called Ones Within, which is very unique, which also gives me tons of laughs. But I believe maou-sama's Retry. It's starting to warm up on me. We already passed the 3 episode mark, and I did declare that I am really enjoying the series despite its flaws. It's bad animation flaws, Then again, like I said again, this is a very new studio, so give them some time. I remember where some studios such as JC Staff and others that started out and they had terrible animation on their first anime projects. But as time goes on, they got better and better. So you gotta give them a try in a way. And hopefully, if this does succeed, it could get a season 2, or they could do other anime projects throughout the years. So hopefully, people catch on and say, hey, these guys seem like they have potential. If they were given the right budget, they'll be able to do better animation. The problem with this is that they need more frames is with the series. They need more animation frames. If they had more animation frames, better color tones, or maybe this is probably the best color palette for this kind of anime, where it's not trying to take itself seriously, it's more of a comedy than anything else. So, yeah, I can see where this is going. So maybe the color tone is probably just right for this kind of anime. Yes, the manga had a more menacing kind of look to it, but now that I'm really looking at it, it will be cool to have a menacing look while it's a comedy, because that does work out a lot. Like, look at One Punch Man, where things can look very serious, but yet it can be goofy at the same time. It is possible to do that kind of thing. It really is. Now, while I'm blabbing on about the accesses of the show, let's talk about the show itself in today's episode. So, Kunai finally runs into the 2 adventurers, Mikan and Yuki Kaze. Mikan looks like she's having a freaking wardrobe malfunction. I don't know how. I understand wearing less armor out in the field does help you in an advantage, but come on. Like, you're just asking for a man to come up to you and just hit on you. Anyways, but Yuki Kaze. Like I said, I don't think we had a trap so far this year, and I gotta say, he is freaking amazing. The jokes, the thing that got going for it is besides Yuki Kaze being a trap, but also the hilarious sexual jokes that he makes every single time he is hitting them. And that's the thing that's good about this kind of comedy. If you're constantly hitting you with jokes, you will probably get a lot of hits than you get misses. But luckily for Yuki Kaze, he was able to get a lot of hits with this. Like, oh my god, it's like one of the werewolves, with the pack of wolves chasing them. She's like, we can't handle that many. I only have one butthole. or how he was like, yes, he is dangerous. I'm in danger of losing my chastity. I was just constantly going over and over again with jokes, and it was hilarious until the run-in with the Demon Lord. He saved them, the wolves ran off, and that was it. So they'll probably meet each other again when they reach another town or city, and we'll see how it evolves from there. Now, the second part is with the characters and the way they act. Have you realized the female characters in this show, besides Aku, are very, very interesting? Let's start off with Luna. Luna is this type of girl that's very high about herself, and she isn't that kind of tsundere that gets on your nerves because she's the kind of tsundere where you can still bully around, but I guess she doesn't want to be a tsundere, you know, from what I say. She wants to be a nice, respectable, seen as a respectable adult. But like I said in the last episode, her upbringing with someone like Killer Queen as a sister will make her be kind of a bratty child in a way. But now, thanks to someone like Kunai and Aku, she'll probably, you know, lay it down a bit and be more like she'll constantly be rude to you. Like especially with the entire episode, she was saying how two things. She'll say how she likes how the Demon Lord praises her, then again, will at the same time constantly call him a pervert or something. And even he said that he's impressed how she'll keep this up to the very freaking end. You know, it's a constant running gag she's doing, especially with the butt joke. You know, there's a lot of butt jokes in this series. Now you think about it, and then towards the end of the episode, we have a new character, and it's because they take care of Aku. In a way, I see this more as a little Cinderella story for Aku, truly, before I get into the new character. Everything so far, it seems to be more like, it's just Aku getting all her wishes come true. You know, she's not in that terrible village anymore, she's being well pampered, she got her leg fixed, she's getting friends, she has someone, she sees an older sister, she sees someone she looks up to, like a father figure, like, I hope it stays father figure, Kunai. And so it just seems like the Demon Lord is summoned there. And in fact, it would have been interesting, actually, if they did this. Hold on, me quick. If they did the story where she summons the Demon Lord instead, just to have a father in a way, wouldn't that be interesting? If that the way the story went. It's not the way it did, but it would be cool. You know, she just summoned him there just to have a father figure, and then he just grants all her wishes and spoils her and teaches her right from wrong. And then in the meantime, she wants to have a better world, so he goes out go out there helping the world become a better place. That would have been interesting. That would have been an interesting twist, and I would like to see it go that way. But unfortunately, that's not what we get. We get this, which itself is still pretty interesting. And now for the final part I will finally talk about is the new character, Yu. Yu is the doctor. As you know, Kunai isn't the best at everything. He has his weak points where he can't do physical attacks. He's not physically strong. He's not the smartest or anything like that. He has his limits, despite him being a demon lord. Which is fair, and I like that. I don't like when a character, even if it's the bad guy, is just completely dominating the situation. I don't like that. So, in order to help out Aku out, instead of him doing it itself, like you'll usually see in these kind of isekais, instead he has summoned one of his underlings, Yu, a very sadistic doctor who has a thing for little boys. Yes. Anyways, I like to the point where even his underling, Yu, is self-aware. She had said herself that this place don't look like the Infinity game they came from. The Infinity game they came from was more scientific. It was more like a giant industrial city in a way, you know, the smoke, the skyscrapers, the highways, the cars, all that stuff. It was more futuristic. So it was like Kunai came from a very futuristic kind of world where science and magic exist, but they rely more on science in a way. So, however, they took that kind of futuristic scientific characters and they put them into a fantasy world instead, which is a very interesting twist on it. So now you're a scientific, like, demon lord stuck in this fantasy world in a way. So I do like that. They made them self-aware, like, this isn't the Infinity game we came from. They were summoned here for a reason. They're trying to find out why. And I like how she has this sadistic side to her. You're going to find that out. Like, she'll be like the mother figure in the series, which will be very interesting to see. But other than that, she has that sadistic side, like he said before. She's gonna be a little creepy. She's gonna be kind of intimidating, especially with just heavy breathing and stuff, and it was just scaring poor little Aku and everything. It's like you're freaking me out. So, anyways, yeah, that's maou-sama. I'm enjoying it. Despite its flaws, I believe the good outweighs the bad in the series. I know it's not for everybody, and that's okay. Everyone has their cup of gin and juice they like to have, and so do I. And there's nothing wrong with that. So anyways, like I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. Madcrown, signing out.